Ciaffer, and we're here at St. Paul at the Midway Stadium. There's a little bit of rain, but hopefully we get to watch the Saints play. Looks like a lot of fun. Hi, this is Caitlin Ciaffer, and we're reporting from Midway Stadium. Right now I'm interviewing
Jesse.
Jessica. What's your role in the Saints?
I'm the media relations intern.
So what kind of things do you do?
I help out the TV crews and the radio, and I do the stats for all the games.
What's been the most exciting part of your job?
The games are really fun, and we won our first half, so we get to play in the playoffs in September.
Thank you very much, Jesse.
Thank you.
Hi, this is Caitlin Ciaffer, and now we're interviewing
Tom Whaley.
Tom, can you tell us about your job with the Saints?
I sure can. It's a lot of fun. I have a very good time at my job. It's the hours are a lot. It's a lot of hard work, and you basically give up your summer to do your job. But it's so much fun that sometimes you don't really mind giving up your summer. So I don't get to do a lot of fishing or boating or hiking or stuff that you like to do in the summer. But coming to a ballpark every day is a lot of fun. So that's my first impression of my job, is I have a really good time with it.
Did you play baseball when you were a little kid?
I sure did. I love baseball. I think it's the best game.
Who were some of your role models when you were growing up?
Oh boy. Well, see, I grew up in St. Louis. I didn't grow up in Minnesota. So some of my heroes when I was a kid, baseball heroes, were Cardinals players like Lou Brock and Ted Simmons and Ozzie Smith and people like that. So those were the kind of the ball players that I watched when I was growing up.
So I understand we're getting the hit of the tour of the park. Are you going to help?
Can I help? I love giving a tour of the park. We're going to go see some fun stuff, all right? All right, let's go.
My name is Steven Stark, reporting for KGFW. Tom, what part of the park are we in now?
We are on the first base side, sort of approaching right field, and we're at a stairwell here where a lot of our fans go down to sit in some bleachers and access possibly the most important thing at a baseball game, food. So we're going to go see a little bit about food. Oh my gosh, there's ice cream, popcorn, candy, just pretty much anything you'd want. And it's here, so that's what we'll go look at now. But this is on the first base side of the ballpark.
Looks like there's even a place for little kids to play.
Right, we do have one of those in this corner down here. There's sort of I guess you'd call it a swing set, really. And then we have some inflatables that we put up too, like an inflatable slide and a speed pitch and a bounce house that we put out there. And that's also that, if you want to come to the game and go on a bounce house, you don't have to stay and watch the ball game. You can go do something else for a little while and have a good time while you're here.
My name is Megan Howe. Tom, can you tell us where we're at right now?
We're behind the scenes here. This is the place where not a lot of people go. This is back by our concession stand, so you guys are seeing some stuff that not a lot of people see. We're going to go in behind the scenes where they make all this food. Some of it anyway. Is that all right? You know what? Let's keep the tape rolling. Let's just walk back there, all right, shall we?
Okay.
Here we go, okay? Now we're going to walk into this. This is the concession stand here. All right, stop. You got your nacho cheese maker here. We've got a fruit smoothie maker right here. There's potato chips and trail mix and peanuts right there. We go. Good work. All right, right there. And then we'll move in here. We do the sodas out of here. Here's where our soda machine is. This baby's going to hold some pretzels in a few minutes. You can kind of see it's already turning, getting ready to go. How many people do we have? How many on the crew here? We got 5. How about M&Ms for everyone?
Woo! What do you say, guys?
Let's go.
Hey, there you go. There you go. Hey, look at that, 2 for 2. Oh.
Don't drop the camera. Don't drop the camera. And one for the reporter. All right. The people in this stand are going to kill me because we have what's 5. It's an inventory issue. See? I'm Tom Whaley with the St. Paul Saints. See, I'm official. It's okay. These are the folks from KGFW. And they are doing a tour of the ballpark. So these people are good at their jobs. Did you see how quickly they got on me to see how we were going to account for those 5 M&Ms?
Tom, you're not going to get in trouble, are you?
I don't know. Am I going to get in trouble for that? No. All right, okay. Good deal. I'm off the hook. All right, so this is the concession stand. Okay, now what we've got over here are some grills where we cook a lot of like hot dogs and brats and all of your ballpark essentials. We got some baked beans going right there if you can get a shot over here of the baked beans. And this is where we do a lot of our cooking. So these are the grills, all right? And these are more concession stands over here, these sort of blue buildings. We do gyros, chicken gyros, and traditional gyros in this stand here. And then that blue and pink one down there is an ice cream stand. So we do some ice cream down there. More food over here. These are, people come and they have parties before the game. So we've got the potato chips and the hot dogs and the hamburgers and everything ready to go.
There's a lot of people helping out here. How many people work here?
I would say probably on a day like today, we probably have 60 or 70 people working here, maybe a few more even working here, but it takes a lot of people to put on a ball game, and we'll probably have for the ball game about, I don't know, maybe 7,000 people here.
Sure is a lot of teamwork.
Oh, everybody's got to work together, or else it just doesn't work. As you guys can see, it'll fall apart if everybody's not doing their job and making sure that their own job is covered. As you can see, we're starting to inflate. This is the speed pitch machine, and if you want to look at that other thing over there, that's actually being blown up right now. That's our giant slide over there. So we do this every game. We set everything up and then take it down when the game's closed, and so it's a lot of work and takes a lot of people.
How fast can you throw a baseball?
Not fast enough. Let's put it that way. I think if I hit 40 miles an hour, that's pretty good.
This is quite the view. Can you tell us where we're at?
Sure, we are right above first base right now. We're sort of between first base and right field, and as you look out over the field, you can see it's a little rainy, so we have a tarp on there, and that tarp that covers the infield and keeps it dry, takes about 15 people or so to put it on quickly. And sometimes when the rainstorm comes, you have to get it on as fast as you can. So everybody's running out there. It's kind of crazy. But so we put that tarp on out there just to try to keep the infield dry. And then if you look out there, you can see our scoreboard too. That's something else too, where we put messages up there and can play videos. And below it, you can see where they keep the baseball scores. And there's something that's going to happen that it's a good day for you guys to be here, because if you look in the outfield, we're going to actually put people on the field. We have so many tickets sold today. Hopefully they'll show up with all the rain, but people are going to be sitting in the outfield, which we don't normally do. And that's kind of they used to do it that way in the olden days when they'd have overflow crowds. They'd put them out just on the warning track out there, so you can see some of the workers out there setting up the field, and it should look kind of fun today. So I'm glad you guys are here.
This is called the grandstand, right?
This is the grandstand, and you can look up and you can see there's probably room for about 3,000 or 3,500 people up here in this section, and hopefully in about an hour it'll all be filled when the ball game starts. And that's our grandstand, and that thing way up in the middle there is the press box, and I thought we would go up to the press box next, and you guys can kind of see what goes on up there.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, let's go.
My name is Alex, and we're up in the press box. Tom?
Yes, we are. We're up in the the press box is a place in the ballpark where guys that call the game on radio, and the people who operate the scoreboard and the video board, and that guy right there that's next to us, he is the ballpark music guy. He plays the organ. He makes all the crazy sounds that are going to come out at the game today. This is Andy Crowley. He's our organist and music man extraordinaire. So.
Say, Andy, is that a pretty fun job?
Absolutely.
What's your favorite song to play?
Well, Take Me Out to the Ball Game is pretty nice here during the 7th inning stretch.
What's your favorite memory about baseball?
Probably when the Saints won the championship last year in Game 5. It was pretty exciting.
I thought what we would do is I'll show you all the Saints games are on TV. So I thought what I would do is I'll show you the TV booth. This booth that we're in right here is where all the scoreboard stuff happens, right in here. And you can see right there's a TV camera. There's one of the cameras they use. And over here is where the TV booth is. Here's another TV camera that they use, right up here. And if you walk down here, there's lots of wires around here, isn't there? Yeah. Holy smokes. This is our TV booth. There's two guys that sit in here and are the announcers for our TV game. Now we're at the third part actually of the press box. This is the home radio booth. This is where the Saints radio guys. This is our radio man Laser. Here, we want to get Laser on camera. He doesn't get enough love, so we'll put Laser on camera.
Laser, what's your job here?
I back up Chris Atterbury, who basically does all the real work, and that's about it.
All right, then that begs the question. We probably should meet Chris Atterbury, shouldn't we? Who's the voice of the Saints? Chris?
Yes.
This is Chris, everybody.
Hi.
Chris calls the games on radio for the Saints and on television, too.
Like everybody else here, we all work for Tom Whaley. And we're just here trying to do our part.
When did you start knowing you like to talk?
Well, I didn't talk till I was like 2.5 when I was a baby, and I haven't quit since I was 2.5. But the funny thing is, when you're on the radio, it's almost like you're not talking to anybody. You're just talking to yourself, which I do a lot of. My wife can attest. When I have to actually talk to people who are in front of me, then I get a little nervous. I'm not nearly as cool and collected when there's actually people there in front of me.
Who are some of your role models when you're growing up?
Well, there's a lot of great broadcasters that I really, looked up to. Guys like Vince Scully, John Miller, Tom Whaley, of course. Jack Buck was another great broadcaster. John Laser was another guy. And my dad, probably more than anybody else.
What do you say when the Saints hit a home run?
Finally! No, my favorite one is if they hit it really, really far. I stole a line actually from Laser. I like to say, you could chop that one up and have home runs for a week. Or another catchphrase is sweeping the nation. I say ginormous a lot.
All right, I'm glad you got to see that. That's fun. All right, now what you guys are seeing here, what I was telling you before about taking the tarp off. See, you can see the infield is kind of dry. There's a little bit of water on it, but it's not so bad. The big problem is you got to fold it just right every single time you take it off, because it's such a big piece of tarp. You got to fold it the right way every time. So that's kind of what they're doing now. And as you can see, it looks kind of like a fun job. Oh, there's another person running out to help them.
My name's Brianna Holmquist. We are interviewing
George Samus.
George, could you tell us a little bit about your baseball experience?
Sure. I grew up in California, and I was fortunate enough to play in the Little League World Series in 1979 against Taiwan. Played in high school, played at Stetson University in Florida, got drafted by the Minnesota Twins, and played for the Minnesota Twins in 1993.
What was that like taking the field in front of all those people?
It was very exciting, and when you play in front of 50,000 people at Yankee Stadium, that's an unbelievable experience, and playing in front of a packed Metrodome, it's words can't explain it. It's just a great experience to be able to play in the big leagues.
Who were your role models when you were growing up?
When I grew up in California, so I was a San Francisco Giants fan. So I grew up. My favorite player was a player by the name of Jack Clark. Just liked him, and he got traded to the Cardinals. Still my favorite player, and he hit that big home run off Tom Niedenfuhr back in the playoffs. But he was the guy that, when I grew up, he was my favorite player. But there have been a bunch of players that, throughout the years, a guy like Roger Clemens, who's still going. He's still one of the top pitchers in the league. Nolan Ryan. There were a bunch of different players.
What's your favorite memory of being with the Saints?
No question, when we won the championship last year. We won it right here last year with the last game, down to our last strike, and we ended up getting 7 runs in the bottom of the 9th inning, and we had a walk-off grand slam to win the championship.
This has been a special experience for us. Is there anything else you'd like to share?
Let me just say this, if I can play in the Little League World Series, or play in high school or college, or get to the big leagues, there's no reason why, no reason why you can't. Anybody can. So just work hard, have fun playing, and you never know what's going to happen.
Well, it looks like the weather's going to cooperate, so it looks like we're going to watch the game. Go get him, Coach! Hi, my name's Rihanna Hopquist, and this is
Steve Butler from the St. Paul Saints.
Steve. How long have you been playing baseball?
Since I was about 5 years old.
Where did you grow up?
Apple Valley, which is about 15 minutes south of here.
So this is kind of like playing at home then.
Yeah, it is. Get to play in front of family and friends every day.
What all positions do you play on the team?
I'm a utility infielder. Play short, third, second, and I played a little bit of outfield too.
Utility, what does that mean?
I can play just about every position except for pitcher and catcher.
You're pretty versatile, huh?
I like to think so.
Who were your role models when you were growing up?
My mom and my dad.
What's your favorite memory ever from baseball?
Having the opportunity to play college baseball.
Is there anything else you'd like to share with us?
Just have fun with what you do.
I like that idea. Fun is good.
Yes, it is.
Since we have a little time, Dave, so can you tell us a little bit about your history with baseball?
Well, I was hired here. I was the first employee hired in November of 1992, and then was here for the 93 season, which was our first season here. This is our 12th season, and I was here for 5 years left, and then came back a couple years ago. I'm the media relations director, which means I do all the press releases, I do all the statistical work, everything that shows up in the paper is usually something that I've set up ahead of time. So I'm like one of the like Tom, I'm one of the behind-the-scenes guys, the guys who you don't see on the field, but the guy who will tell you everything that happened on the field.
What's your favorite memory from baseball?
Well, last year when we won the championship here, we were behind by 3 runs in the bottom of the 9th inning of the last game of the season and scored 7 runs in the last of the 9th, and a guy hit a grand slam homer for us to win the game. He hit a line drive that went over the boat in left field to win the game. It's still the most amazing baseball game I've ever seen, and every time I see the tape of it, it's still exciting to me.
Is it pretty cool when a train goes by?
Yeah, and if you're lucky, you may see something that happened here the other night. A guy hit a home run off the train the other night. And what you'll see today when the trains go by is some of the train guys will stop, sometimes the conductor, and watch the game a little bit out there. We've also had pitches delivered from the train. We had a guy stop one day and brought the first pitch out from the train. So the trains are a very important thing in our ballpark. You will notice every time the train goes by, the conductor hits his horn a little bit, just to let everybody in the ballpark knows that he's paying attention to the fact that there's a game here today. Those guys like baseball a lot.
Hey Dave, where does this gate go?
Well, this gate goes out to the field. This is where the pig will go when he goes out to give balls to the umpire. This is where the umpires come out at the start of the game. If we got to bring something out, they all come out from here. This is the opening to the field.
My name's Megan Howen. Where are you feeling?
Stephanie Harris.
Stephanie, you look nice today. What's going on?
Today's senior prom night at the game, and I work for the promotions department, and we get to wear costumes whenever we do something fun like senior prom here.
What kind of promotions do you all have here at the park?
We have everything from a pig bringing balls out to the umpire to theme nights like senior prom night that you're going to today. We do fun games on the field like human bowling.
What's one of your favorite memories from bowling? From baseball?
Probably my favorite baseball memory is in 1995 watching Darryl Strawberry hit his first home run as a Yankee that summer in minor league baseball at the University of South Florida. I'm a huge New York Yankees fan because I'm from New York, so it was pretty cool to see him hit that home run.
What do you like about working with the Saints?
I love it when we do a promotion on the field and all 6,000 fans in the stands are smiling or giggling or laughing because of something that we got to do for them. It's a lot of fun and rewarding.
We'll keep up the good work. We'll talk to you later.
Thanks. You guys too. Have fun today at the game.
Now I'm feeling.
Rusty Cath, the announcer for the St. Paul Saints.
Rusty, can you tell us about your job?
Yeah, I do a lot of things that public address announcers do. I announce all the names for the ball players at the park, tell them who's batting, but I also run a lot of different contests and make jokes about the other team.
Sounds like a fun job.
It's a really fun job. I can't believe they even pay me to do it.
That's quite the get-up you have on today.
Yeah, we're celebrating senior prom at Midway Stadium today, and I didn't have a date for my senior prom, so I'm hoping today maybe my nice duds will help me out and I can get a date for this one.
Is there anything else you'd like to share, Rusty?
Yeah, come on out to a St. Paul Saints game sometime. It's a blast.
Can I give you a recommendation?
A recommendation? Sure, you can give me a recommendation.
Go with Black Sox.
Thank you.
Now we're in.
Mike Knockreiner.
Mike, where are you from?
I'm from Sleepy Eye, right around GFW, and I came up here for college at the University of Minnesota, and I just kind of stayed up here because I liked it and had some fun.
What kind of job do you have with the Saints?
This is my second year with the Saints. I am in the promotions department, so all the crazy stuff on the field is I get to be a part of that. Last year I just came here on game days and just had fun there. And I did a good job, so they brought me back, and they brought me back so I can do it every day. And now I get to plan a little bit more creativity into it, and so it's a great job and just a fun chance to get onto the field and just dress up. As you can see, for prom night tonight, we didn't skip on the prom, so it's just a great job to have fun with.
Is there anything else you'd like to share with us?
I think what helped me with this job is being from Sleepy Eye, and right around our area is such a big baseball town. And everyone knows that Sleepy Eye and Fairfax with Dana Kicker and all that, it's a big baseball area, and you know the game and you know to have fun with it. And so that helped a lot being from that area, and a lot of people up here know of it. You can just speak of, from southern Minnesota, and they're like, well, you play baseball then. So it was a big opportunity, and so it helped a lot.
Thank you for giving us this interview.
Thank you.
Now we're interviewing
Dana Christensen.
Where are you from?
Morgan.
Well, we got a lot of people from around home working up here.
Yeah. Both southern Minnesota.
What's your favorite part about working with the Saints?
Meeting people that are from southern Minnesota.
Do you have a favorite memory from working here?
Well, today it's meeting you guys because it's exciting.
Thanks for the interview.
You are very welcome.
Now we're interviewing
Sarah Reichling.
Can you tell us about your job?
Yeah, I work back here in the souvenir stand with my buddy Dave, and we just sell the t-shirts, the baseball bats, the baseballs for everybody.
It looks like a lot of fun. Do you get to meet a lot of new people?
I definitely do, and I must say this is by far the coolest part of my job right here today. Definitely.
I'm going to look at some of the souvenirs.
Look away.
What's the pig's name?
Ham Solo.
How old is Ham Solo?
Almost 5 months.
What kind of jobs does Ham Solo do here at the park?
He takes balls out to the umpire and wears silly outfits.
Does it take a long time to train him?
It's kind of training all season.
Is there anything else you want to tell us about him real quick?
Yeah, he's getting to be a real ham.
What's your name?
Savannah.
What do you do at the Saints game?
I pass out flyers.
Do a lot of different people come to the game?
Yeah.
Thanks for the interview.
You're welcome.
My name is Caitlin Saffer, and this is
Singin' Susie.
What kind of things do you like about the Saints game?
I like the Saints game because my mom drops me off here to play. I'm 9, and I get to run around with my cape, and I get to sing. Do you want to hear me sing?
Yeah.
Okay, that's why they call me Singin' Susie, because I'm going to be a star. Here we go. What do you want me to hear her sing? Take me out to the ball game? Take me to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Thank you. I'm going to be a star.
That's pretty awesome.
Want to see my toe socks?
Sure. Where'd you pick those up from?
I made them at home.
We've enjoyed having you with us on the show. Is there anything else you want to tell us?
Don't eat the cheese curds. They make you.
I like your ears.
Check.
See you later.
Thank you.
My name is Caitlin Saffer, and now we're interviewing
Tim Marks.
What team do you play for?
I play for the Schaumburg Flyers.
How old were you when you started playing baseball?
Oh, I was about 4 or 5.
Who were your role models when you were growing up?
Oh, I don't know. I've always liked Joe Girardi when he was playing. I just thought he worked really hard and was just a kind of a hard-nosed catcher, and I'm a catcher, so that's kind of my role model growing up.
Are those things comfortable on your knees?
Oh, they're not too bad. They put enough padding in there that they don't hurt too much.
It looks like you're gonna have a game today, so we'll let you get going.
Okay, thanks for interviewing me.
Yep. Now we're interviewing.
Gene Zimmerman.
What kind of things do you do with the Saints?
I mostly do camera. I'm a camera operator, but I also, mostly camera. Camera 5 is my specific camera, and my shots that I'm responsible for are left-handed batters and getting particularly the home team scoring runs and also the pitcher from the side.
What got you interested in this?
Friends in college, mostly. I had a major in mass communications in college, but when I went to college, I was actually going to major in criminal psychology, but I dormed in my dorm, and I roomed with a lot of people who were in TV and theater, and it was pure peer pressure that got me into television, and I love it, and I've worked in it ever since, and my degree was in mass comm, like I said, in my undergraduate degree.
Is there anything else you'd like to share with us?
I think it's incredible what you're doing because I'm also a teacher. That's my real job, and I think that the sooner you get into video, the more you understand it and the more you feel comfortable with it. So good work, you guys. What grades are you guys in? Fourth. Wow, good. Okay.
We'll try to send you a copy of the show.
That sounds great. I'll give you my business card. Thanks. Is it Megan? Yep. Thanks, Megan.
Wow, we're with the Saints player. What's your name?
Matt Pike. I'm a right-handed pitcher.
Are you playing today?
Hopefully I will be. I pitched last night, but I only threw to a couple hitters, so hopefully I get another opportunity today.
What's one of your favorite memories from playing baseball?
Well, I had a lot of fun playing baseball in college, which is a lot of hard work. You got to get good grades and make sure you are able to get into a school, and those were my most fun playing days.
Who were your role models when you were growing up?
My role models were my mother and father. They worked hard and they put food on the table for me. They taught me a lot about myself and the type of person that I wanted to be when I got older.
This is super. Is there anything else you'd like to share with us?
Yeah, I just want to remind everyone to work hard and you can reach your goals.
Can we have a group picture taking with you?
Absolutely.
And now we're interviewing.
Seigo Masubuchi.
What's your shirt say?
This is Saints and St. Paul.
And what language is that
in Japanese.
Do you come to a lot of Saints games?
Yes, every single home game I work here.
This must be a pretty fun job for you.
Yes, you be singing, but I be singing karaoke and I be hockey goalie for the shootout.
Is there anything else you'd like to share with us?
Yes, if all those people coming to see us, that we always appreciate your support.
All right, now we're interviewing.
I'm Danger Boy.
Danger Boy, what's your job?
Well, I'm here to entertain the fans of the Saints here in between innings and sometimes do promotional events, and I'm just about to do a promotional event right here on the first base dugout. I'll go up and grab someone from the audience, bring them down here and do a promotional event.
Say, sounds like fun.
Sure is.
Wow, looks like there's a lot of action going on.
Hey, beer, pop here. Pitcher saying hi. Gibbon-Fairfax.
Appreciate it.
My name is Caitlin Tiaffer, and we're interviewing.
Bill Tyler.
We noticed that you're a pretty serious fan. How often do you come to these games?
Every game.
Like every game?
Pretty much every game. They've been playing for over 12 years, and I've only missed about 24 games total. With this game, it's about 600 games over 12 plus years.
What keeps you coming back?
I love baseball, and I love the Saints. It's a lot of fun.
We noticed that you have a website. Do you work with the website?
I work with a website. I've got my own site, nlfan.com, and I've been doing it for 9.5 years. It's one of the oldest websites about the Northern League ever.
Well, we appreciate you taking this time. Is there anything else you wanted to tell us?
Well, if you come out to the Saints game, you'll find me here. Come by and say hi.
We'll give you a copy of the show.
All right, we'll see you then. Bye, guys.
Singing Susie has her contestants on the field.
Hello, fans! With me today I have
Jason.
Caitlin,
Jared.
and Jerry, and they're going to be our Golden Club chicken dancers. You need to vote for them. Are you guys ready to dance? Here we go. Hit it! All right, do you vote for Jason? Caitlin! Or Jerry? Okay, Caitlin, you're our winner. Congratulations, Golden Club. Thank you very much for being a sponsor.
Thanks much, Singing Susie.
Well, we've done all kinds of things today. We've gotten a tour of Midway Stadium. We got to view the press box. We got to meet Ham Solo, the mascot. We got to go down to the field. Caitlin got to do the chicken dance. Now we're sitting in the outfield along the warring stand. All in all, this has been a super trip. Thank you, St. Paul Saints. And thank you, Jesse, for helping us out today.
Welcome. I hope you guys had fun.
We did. Bye. Bye, peoples. Bye.
Since 1993, we've always had a pig mascot, and the pigs have done a lot of different things over the years. They've been ring bearers at weddings here. They once led a motorcycle crew into the stadium, so we use them for a lot of different things. The original pig lived 5 years, the first 6 years, which, pigs as a rule only live about 3 years on the average. The original pig, the Saint, lived 6 years. Very long time, and we actually brought him back to the stadium when he was 5 years old. He weighed almost 1,500 pounds. That was quite a sight. So, but we don't want to do that again because he was a little hard to push.